It's been a while since I made a video. It's been 3 months since I made a long form YouTube video. My name is Bonza. I am a 4th year dental student and I'm actually graduating in less than 5 months, which is crazy because yeah, I'm about to be a whole dentist and I still feel like a child, but we're gonna get into that this video. I'll talk a little bit more about myself, my dental school journey. I'm super big into running. I recently ran the Philadelphia Marathon, where I actually ran a sub 3, which if you've been watching this YouTube page, you'll see that I was documenting that, but then I just kind of stopped. I'm back on long form, bro. I'm here to stay. You know, I was on TikTok, but the TikTok ban happened and you know, that's kind of shaky over there. And you know, Instagram Reels, just everybody's just super bitter and just not fun to post for over there because they don't like to, you know, they don't like to just engage with it or just, I don't know. Instagram Reels is like a funny space, but I'm gonna do a Q&A session later, which is really just gonna be me kind of, you know, answering some of the most frequently asked questions about dental school, becoming a dentist, all these different things. And I'm just gonna take you along on this day with me. But for now, let me show you my system in the morning. The morning time for me is really looking at all the things I need to do. So the first thing I start off with is called a morning manifesto. Morning manifesto is really just me looking at what I want to accomplish for this morning session, just set that intention, and then I get to work until I have to go to the gym. I also like to make to-do lists. Here are like a couple of them I've made. It feels so nice to actually check things off and actually just see what you need to do in front of you. So this right here is a timer that I should start it because I'm about to start working, but I'll just start it. And I just want to know how long I'm actually being productive. And it might look like micromanaging to you. And if it is, then that's fine. Like it's not for you, but for me, it works really well because I need to know how much time I dedicated to the things I said I was going to do. Pretty serious about the calendar thing. And it looks like there's a bunch on it, but what I do is I like fill my calendar up with all the things I need to do. And then I can, you know, like if I don't get to the dental school, I need to get through that. But if I didn't get through like this, which is like something I want to do, I'll just drag it to the next day. And then at least I know it's accounted for. So I'd rather overfill my schedule and then be able to move things around. But I need everything in one spot. I make a calendar kind of earlier in the week, but then as the week happens, different things come up. I need different reminders. So super exciting stuff today. This morning, not that exciting. I'll be doing a cleaning or scaling and root planning, which is just like a deep cleaning for a patient with periodontal bone loss. But in the afternoon, I'm gonna be doing my first crown lengthening surgery. So super excited about this. Fun fact number 1 about me. I am 4th year dental student. I've said this, but you know, why did I choose dentistry? I think there might be some dental students watching this and wondering why, or people that want to get into dentistry. Quite honestly, I have a cousin who's in dentistry, and once upon a time, I used to want to go to med school really bad. And I couldn't really tell you why. I think it's just like, you know, you grow up as kids and you're kind of set on one idea of doing something. But I knew I was interested in healthcare. And what ended up happening is my cousin was in dental school and he was kind of in my ear convincing me how great it was. And luckily 6 months before I graduated, I actually ended up switching to dentistry. The best decision I've ever made. I'm not biased when I say this, but I think dentistry is like the best profession that can give you the best of all the worlds. Of course, like financial freedom, availability, and like flexibility in your schedule. I love to work. So if I want to do that, I can do that in dentistry. So you can have seasons of like obsession and work, and then you can reel it back and then you can own your own practice. You just have technical skills that you immediately start using in dental school. So in dental school, you actually go straight to doing actual dental work. And it's not all theories. No disrespect to my medical colleagues, but they just theorize for like 4 years. And then in residency, they finally actually get to start doing things. And so, yeah, if you're kind of considering between the two, think about your personality type, the type of life you want to have, work-life balance. Do you want to own a practice? All these things matter. Made a little lunch ski. Chicken, rice. Now we're going to be doing the teeth try-in, where we are going to see if the new dentures they sent us fit, and hopefully they do fit well. They sent this, and this one we like a lot better. The teeth are really big, they look really good. Hey, T.
No, but she's saying do a new perio TXP, do scaling and root planing, and then you can do the EIT after.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
What? No, so basically, I told that lady. Obviously, I was like, okay.
You were here till 6 o'clock one time, they said? Is this true?
I haven't been here. I was here one time till almost 10 o'clock.
That's crazy.
With somebody.
It's 5 o'clock. We're supposed to finish at
You got that, my man?
3:30. We were supposed to finish at 3:30. Yeah. How do I do EHR? What's happening here? Oh yeah, I got it for you. Holy. It is dark now. When I left this house, it was bright as hell. But the surgery is complete. Are you crazy? All right, I gotta actually shower, get undressed. I feel like I have blood on my pants. First, crown lengthening in the books. Feels so good to say that. Shout out to Dr. Sato. Shout out to Rihanna for, you know, staying well over and assisting. And dude, it was so much fun. So much fun, so much blood. Just a thrilling experience. I'm so jealous of anyone that wants to specialize in perio. I know that I have to have like a surgery, like a perio chapter in my life. Like I have to do my own graft things and crown lengthenings when I can. Anyway, I'm gonna shower, eat something.
I actually think it's less competitive now to get into dental school than maybe it once was, because they're just opening up so many dental schools. Like if there are more dental schools, that means that they are taking more people. And not to get too like deep into it, but dental schools these days make more money off of tuition than they do like actual care of communities. So it's in their favor to continue to open up dental schools and accept as many students as they like can fit. And sometimes there are too many students and not enough faculty, but that's a whole nother conversation. So I would say that it's still competitive, but it's not as competitive as it once was. So like people ask that question and you already know the answer to it. It is hard. And I think it's supposed to be hard. So I'm not gonna spend too much time on that, but it's hard in different ways each year. First year is super heavy on like didactics and, you know, like bookwork. And then into your second year, you're like actually starting to do the labs to learn dentistry. And then your third and fourth year, you're seeing patients. So now it's like more physically demanding than it's ever been. So it's hard, but it's fulfilling, and it's supposed to be. Dating and just kind of what it looks like with friend groups and stuff like that. So social life and dental school, you absolutely have a social life, especially the first year. Like in my dental school, we used to go out so much, bro. It was still like a grind for exams, but you would always have something to celebrate. Like you would finish an exam and you'd want to go out. And then eventually, as you kind of go throughout the years, like D2, D3, D4, you just don't do it as much because you just, one, you're getting older, but you just are tired now because you're seeing patients and doing other things. But yeah, it's so possible you can go out. Dating in dental school is interesting. I mean, like, yeah, people within our class date, and, you know, a couple is even getting married from our class. But I don't know, it can be a little interesting. Like, there's a whole conversation of, you know, eating, you know, shitting where you like eat and that kind of stuff. And honestly, I do kind of believe in that a little bit, because you do have to be with the same like 130 people for 4 years. So if somebody like slimes somebody, then yeah, then you have to deal with that. The one that I'm most passionate about, and honestly why I make content, because I do a lot outside of dental school. Like I said, I love to run. So I'm like, you know, training for marathons or half marathons. I have a podcast called Story Dental, which, by the way, this is a great time to plug it. If you want a deeper dive into dental school and actually like hear from dental students, then go subscribe to my YouTube page, Story Dental. It's a podcast where I have, you know, dental students, and for the next season, dental professionals come on and actually talk about their experiences. So you can get like firsthand insight into that. But it's so doable. You just have to be a very organized person. Honestly, like it's sacrifice. So for instance, if you want to be really fit while in dental school, then that means you're not going to maybe have as much time to hang out with friends, like, or I don't know, you have to go to bed a little earlier. Or, you know, if you do want to be like super social, then that means that you have to kind of, other things have to take a backseat. The whole thing I'm trying to say is like a trade-off. Like more time doing one thing means less time doing something. So it's all about kind of finding what you want to do, you know, on top of dental school, and then just doing it. So yeah.
Good. The epitome of a good teacher, Dr. Sato. I can say her name, right?
Yeah.
Dr. Sato let me take my time. You know, when you're in dental school, honestly, one thing that happens a lot is that like you'll be doing a procedure for the first time and a faculty will just kind of jump in at some point after like letting you try to do it. And it's a little demoralizing, but like Dr. Sato didn't do that today. We stayed an hour and a half after clinic. Like she stays there, you know, she could go home, and she waited an hour and a half. So yeah.
It only took me 4 years, but I finally had a revelation. And it's that if you look at things in your life as a learning experience rather than an inconvenience, you will be so much happier. You will have more peace of mind. Like, it's just everything in life is a learning experience. Let it not be an inconvenience to you.
No, literally, dude. Like even, and like the minute that you have that perspective shift, you can actually kind of like absorb information. Like you're not mad the whole time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I just assisted. I am a 4th year dental student. All I did today was assist. But,
oh, yeah, the morning too.
Yeah, in the morning I assisted in oral surgery. But that was a great experience too, because I learned.
What'd you learn?
I learned Shahar sectioned the tooth. Well, actually, he did number 17, and the root was really close to the IAN, so we were
Groceries are put away. I have a mile run that I still have to do. Don't want to do it, but I'm going to do it.